I can actually get from the camera. Hey guys, Andy here. I've got a product review for you today for the Røde Wireless Go II. Before we get going though, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. All right, so I got this yesterday in the mail. It came from Amazon. I ended up ordering this because I am shooting video for a wedding this weekend, and I had another pair of wireless microphones. But with those, I had a little bit of an issue where if my body would get in between the receiver and the transmitter, then it sometimes would cut out audio, but not all the time. I did use them for another wedding back in September of last year, and it actually worked out pretty nice. The audio only cut out maybe once or twice, and luckily it wasn't at super important parts of the ceremony. So I was able to grab all of the audio from their wedding vows, which was the main part of what I wanted to include. And then also got some really good audio from the officiant and some of the speech that he gave as well. So they did work out pretty nicely, but I wanted to try out these because I've really heard a lot of good things. I was watching some other reviews on YouTube and they all seemed like they would work perfectly for what I need. So we're gonna get them out, I'm gonna unbox it, and then we're gonna test it out and let you guys know what I think. I actually had to show some restraint and not open this box because if you can see here, the box is sealed off in a way that if I try to open this, it's gonna look terrible. So I am actually going to get this thing opened up for the first time. I got it yesterday and had to wait till right now to shoot this video to open it up. So let's get this thing opened. And there's no good thing. Let's actually open this. Got it. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so there's a little white box, and I'm unboxing this like I showed you for the very first time. So I'm seeing this real time. So it comes with a little quick start guide. Looks like there's some cables in here. We've got two USB-C wireless, or not wireless, two USB-C charging cables. One for the transmitter, one for the receiver, and a 3.5 millimeter audio cord that'll connect from either the transmitter or receiver to the camera that I've connected it to. And I actually don't know the difference between the transmitter or the receiver. In my brain, it's the microphone and the receiver, so maybe that's right, but correct me if I'm wrong, leave a comment, let me know if I've got that wrong. Next, there's a little carrying case. This thing is pretty nice. I didn't know it came with a carrying case, Velcro. Looks like you can fit the transmitter and receiver pretty easily right in there. So one of these fell out. These are the little dead cats that come with them. I always think these things look super awkward on top of these microphones, but they're good for the wind resistance. And then we actually have the transmitter and receivers right here. So this one right here is what you connect to your camera, and that receives the audio. This right here is the actual microphone, so I'm going to assume that this is the transmitter. I have seen on different reviews that you can actually record directly into the microphone and it's got built-in stored audio. So I'm excited to check that out and see if I can just record on the transmitter and not even need the receiver. All right, and these have a nice little clip on the back, so this is the transmitter, but you can actually clip this right onto your camera. And then this is the receiver, so you can clip it just directly here onto your shirt. And then once you have it connected, you can just record audio from there. So I have not actually tried to turn these on yet and try them out to see if there's any power, but let's give it a shot, see how they work. Only one button on the receiver right here at the bottom. Similar to this one also has that same icon. So that's gotta be the power. This one does have some different channel buttons, it looks like, and maybe a mute button. Looks like this is USB-C charging, and then this is where the 3.5 millimeter cord will go directly from this into the camera. Oh, there we go. So that has turned on. It's got some battery life on it. See, oh, got flashing blue lights. Push it longer. Okay. So the flashing blue lights came on. I don't know what that means. Let's check out the instruction guide and figure it out. So the instruction guide is literally just pictures. Okay, so it says to hold the power button in for 3 seconds. I already got this one on, so let's try 1, 2, 3. Nothing. This does have a battery indicator on it right here at the bottom. I don't know if that's the battery indicator for the receiver or if that is the transmitter battery. But this thing does not seem like it wants to power on, so I'm going to charge it up and we'll go from there. All right, so charged it up a little bit. Let's power it on now. 1, 2, 3. And there it goes. So there's 2 lights here at the top. One of them is to indicate that it's powered on. This one indicates that it is linked up to the receiver. And I actually had set this up. I don't know if you can see it right now. There's a little red recording button. So this is actually recording me right now. So the audio you're hearing currently is coming from a microphone I have set up on the camera, but right now I'm recording the audio directly from the microphone itself. I'm holding it though, so it might be muffled. I don't know if it will pick up sounds, like if I'm touching the microphone like this. Sometimes they're a little bit sensitive. So let's go ahead and clip it on. All right, so now the microphone, as you guys can see, is right here. I've got it connected to my shirt collar, and we are going to see what the audio sounds like compared to the camera microphone. So let me know, what do you think sounds better? Does the camera microphone sound better? Or does the Rode microphone sound better? I don't know. I'm inside. It's a little bit more of a controlled environment. So what we'll do is put the windshield on and we'll head outside and see how it goes. All right, guys, so this is going to be my test to see how far I can get away from the transmitter and receiver. As you can see here, I've got the receiver connected up to my camera. So I'm gonna get that turned on, get the microphone on me, and then start walking away from the camera and see how far out we can go before we lose audio.
All right, so I've got the microphone right here. We're gonna test it out and see how far away I can get before it disconnects.
This is the outside test. I ended up doing this on a different day because it's a little bit of wind going on. Yesterday was no wind. And I actually did try this yesterday and the microphone was blasted out. So I turned down the decibel readings. I'm hoping that it doesn't blast out the audio. But what I wanted to test with this is to see how far away I can actually get from the camera. All right, so now that I almost killed myself, I'm gonna back up and try to see how far away I can actually get, making sure that there's nothing behind me. And hopefully the audio doesn't cut out on the microphone. And I feel like I'm a pretty good distance away from the camera right now. I'm actually gonna go back the whole way off the sidewalk, down into the grass, into this field a little bit. And right now the transmitter and the receiver are facing towards each other. There's no interference with my body. I'm going to turn around. Turn. I'm going to walk back towards. If there's any kind of interference when my back is turned to the camera, and I'm pretty good distance away, so I don't know that there's really many situations where I'm going to get this far away in regular use of this thing, but just want to test its limits for the sake of the video. There's some traffic that's going by, there's a little bit of wind, so I want to try to see if the dead cat is working and how well that filters out some of the outside sounds. But that's the distance test. Hopefully it sounded pretty good. I have no idea real time as I'm recording this if it sounds good, but we'll see on the video. All right guys, so we did the test where I had the receiver connected directly to the camera. Now I wanted to do a test where I'm not connected to the receiver at all. I'm only using the transmitter to talk and to record the audio. I'm going to record it directly into the receiver, and I'm actually just holding it in my hand right now. I'm just kind of holding it down around my lap area, just because I want to see if it picks up the audio just by holding the microphone. I think that it will. And how does it sound? I do have the dead cat on it today. There is a little bit of wind, a little bit more than I had yesterday when I did the other outside test. So this will be another good test to see how much wind is actually being picked up from the microphone, and if the dead cat is doing its job. So far, I have been pretty impressed with this thing, and wanted to just do one more final test before I give you my final thoughts. All right, so it's time for my final thoughts on the Røde Wireless Go II. Overall, I'm really impressed with it. I'm really glad that I picked it up. I think it's going to work perfect for the wedding that I'm shooting tomorrow. I think when the transmitter and the receiver are connected, I'm not as impressed with the audio as I am when it's just the transmitter recording by itself. So that would be my recommendation. If you are using it, try to see if you could just use it and sync up the audio from the microphone with the video that you take. If you're in a situation where you can't do that, the audio recording from the transmitter to the receiver is not too bad. I can't really complain about it too much. I had to do a little bit more tweaking with it, but it is definitely good audio. And so I would recommend using the Røde Wireless Go II if you guys are looking to get a wireless microphone for your vlogging or your channel or whatever it is that you might need it for. Definitely would recommend it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and check out some of our other videos.